Hello, Namaskar. Myself M.K. Mishra, TGT English of Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, Devgarh, Jharkhand. And today I am with the poem Amanda, class 10th. This is the poem related to the feeling of the teenagers. Every child feels that she or he is controlled and instructed not to do one thing or another. You too may feel that your freedom is limited. Every child feels so because age age where the child try to learn everything. This is the age of learning. This is the age of transformation. This is the age of changing, the physical changes, the emotional changes, mental changes. And so whatever the child learn in this age, that gets maturity in their manhood. And so the parents are extremely worried to develop such a habit in the children so that they may be presentable to the society, they may learn the behavior. And so in this poem here also, the poet tried to explain the feelings of the teenagers. And so the stanza wise, when I will read the poem, you will feel in the one stanza, the 4 line says some instructions given by the parents, and in the other part there are some answers of the feelings or emotions of the child. Here there is a girl, Amanda, and she is a teenage girl, and how she is reminded of her mistakes. Her parents wants her to follow the code of conduct of the good behavior, and they are doing so because they want their child to well mannered and obedient. Now see what are the instructions and what are the Amanda's emotions. First stanza: don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. There is a languid emerald sea where its sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting blissfully. See here the 3 instructions. Don't bite your nails. Don't bend your shoulders. Stop that slouching. Sit up straight. Here, I think mother of Amanda is instructing her to learn how to be well mannered and what are the code of conduct of the well behavior. And so, regarding the biting of nails, this is related to our health and hygiene. Sitting straight, this shows our posture. And don't bend your shoulders. Sometime when we are not happy, just we bend our shoulders and we do like that, hunch our shoulder, slouch, sit up, not very alert. And that is the situation with Amanda. And in this situation, Amanda has learned her own way, and she says there is a languid emerald sea. There is a relaxed green sea. Here, emerald sea, that is green sea. The poet has used the metaphor here, and he wants to live in a green sea, relaxed sea, where is sole inhabitant of me. Inhabitant means resident. एक ऐसा शांत नीला समुद्र जहां मैं इकलौता निवासी रहूं. A mermaid. Mermaid means sea creature with a tail, and she wants to be a mermaid, and drifting, moving slowly, blissfully, with extreme joy in the calm, languid and the green sea. यहाँ जैसे ही अमांदा अपने इंस्ट्रक्शंस को सुनती है तो वो उसे डाइजेस्ट नहीं कर पाती और वो अपने तरीके से सोचती है, काश ऐसा होता कि एक शांत समुद्र होता और उसमें वो इकलौती होती और बिल्कुल मर्मेड की तरह, एक सी क्रिएचर की तरह वो धीरे धीरे मूव करती और एक्सट्रीम जॉय लेती। यहां अगर आप देखोगे तो राइमिंग स्कीम में फर्स्ट अमेंडा, अमेंडा दैट इज अ, स्टॉप दैट स्लॉचिंग that is B, then and sit up stage Amanda, that is again a B and the last three line C, me and blissfully, that is C. That is the rhyming scheme B and C. Just go to the second stanza. Again the same thing. There are some instruction, very simple instruction. Amanda doesn't like to get such instruction, very ordinary instruction in her life. What are the instructions? Did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. Second instruction. Finishing of homework, cleaning the room, and polishing the shoes. But Amanda is not happy to listen such ordinary instruction. And you can't imagine what the feelings she has. She is so oppressed. She is so tortured. Sometime the poet has drawn here the reader's attention that when the child is oppressed or the tortured by their elders in the name of the good behavior, then how they react. That is the unimaginable reaction here that Amanda has reacted. I'm an orphan. मैं अनाथ होता. Which parents are dead. वो सोचते हैं कि ऐसे माँ बाप जो इतना लगातार हमें इंस्ट्रक्शन देते हैं, जो इस तरह हमारी आजादी को छीनते हैं, मुझे ऐसे पेरेंट्स ना हो तो अच्छा है. And so really she is not an orphan, but she wants to be an orphan, roaming the street, wandering in the street. I pattern soft dust with my hushed bare feet. The silence is golden, the freedom is sweet. And with that instruction she says, I wish to be an orphan. I wish to move. I wish to roam. I wish to wander in the streets of her village. And with the naked feet, she wants to make the pattern of dust. She wants to make a design of the dust. And she feels she don't want to reply the parent or the mother. She seems that she thinks that silence is golden, and how sweet is the freedom. She wants to be free. She don't wants to be interfered by her parents. And so parents should respect their child emotion. Parents should understand their feelings and never unnecessarily disturb them. पेरेंट्स को अपने टेक केयर में सीखना चाहिए व्हाट इज द पेरेंटल केयर एंड हाउ टू डील विद द मॉडर्न चिल्ड्रन. इट इज वेरी एसेंशियल. एंड नाउ नेक्स्ट स्ट्रेंजा, अगेन द सेम थिंग हियर. सम इंस्ट्रक्शंस. डोंट ईट दैट चॉकलेट अमेंडा. रिमेंबर योर acne Amanda. Will you please look at me when I speaking to you, Amanda? I'm Rapunzel. I haven't a care. Life in a tower is tranquil and rare. I'll certainly never let down my bright hair. I can see. Very simple instruction. You see that? Don't eat the chocolate. Remember your acne. Acne means pimples on your face. And will you please look at me? तुम मेरी तरफ देखो. When I am speaking to you. Means Amanda's mother is not happy when she is not paying her attention towards the mother. And here, the concern of the mother is that Amanda must understand the external beauty. She must be careful regarding her pimples. She must not eat chocolates so that her pimples grow more. And so, mother is very careful. She is very concerned regarding the external beauty of Amanda. But on the other hand, what Amanda thinks, she thinks that I should be Rapunzel. You know the story of Rapunzel? Rapunzel की कहानी आप जानते हो? Rapunzel is a beautiful girl, a beautiful princess with a long hair. And she was captured बाय विच, उसे एक विच के द्वारा, एक भूतनी के द्वारा उसे कैप्चर कर लिया जाता है और एक बड़े से टावर में उसे रख लिया जाता है। लेकिन एक दिन ऐसा होता कि एक प्रिंस वहां पहुंचता, उसका लवर उसके पास पहुंचता और वो अपने बालों को नीचे कर देती और प्रिंस उस टावर में चढ़ जाता, जिससे वह जो विचेज है वो बहुत गुस्से में आ जाती, उसे डेजर्ट में छोड़ देती। ये एक काल्पनिक कहानी है, एक डेजर्ट में छोड़ देती और फिर एक लंबे सेपरेशन के बाद प्रिंस और प्रिंसेस मिलते हैं। लेकिन यहां देखिए वो कहती है आई एम रेपुंजल, आई एम रेपुंजल, मैं रेपुंजल की तरह जीना चाहती हूँ tower, because life in a tower is tranquil, life in a tower is calm and peaceful and rare, it is not easily accessible, ये दुर्लभ जगह है and I haven't care, मुझे कोई परवाह नहीं, मैं ऐसी ही जगह पर रहना चाहती हूँ। But she assures her parents, I will certainly never let down my bright hair, मैं उस प्रिंसेस की तरह अपने खूबसूरत बालों को नीचे नहीं करूंगी। I am not going to disappoint you my mother, मैं तुम्हें डिसअपॉइंट नहीं करने जा रही हूं, बिकॉज आई एम हियर इन द एज ए रेपुंजल इन द टावर टू एंजॉय हर पीस, एंजॉय हर काम, एंजॉय हर ट्रैंक्विलिटी। शी डजंट वांट टू बी डिस्टर्ब, वो नहीं चाहती है कि वो अपने लाइफ में किसी के द्वारा डिस्टर्ब हो, और इसलिए वो एश्योर करना चाहती है पेरेंट्स को कि शी विल नॉट अलाउ एनीवन टू कम इन हर लाइफ टू डिस्टर्ब हर पीस। And the last stanza, stop that sulking at once, Amanda. Stop being in bad mood, Amanda. You are always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think I nagged at you, Amanda. See here. Actually, Amanda is not moody. Amanda is not short-tempered. But she feels tortured. She feels oppressed because of her mother's constant harassing. That is, मदर सेज, एनीवन वुड थिंक, कोई भी यही सोचेगा आई नेग्ड एट यू, मैं तुम्हें परेशान कर रहा हूं, मैं तुम्हें तंग कर रहा हूं। अमांदा, डोंट बी सो मूडी, इस तरह मूडी मत बनो। शी डजंट वांट टू बी रिमाइंडेड ऑलवेज वेरी ऑर्डिनरी थिंग्स, लेकिन अमांदा नहीं चाहती कि उसे छोटी छोटी चीजों को रिमाइंड किया जाए। शी इज अंडर प्रेशर एंड सो फाइनली यू कैन से अमांदा yearns for freedom and peace in her life. She is reminded of her mistake. बार बार उसे उसके मिस्टेक को याद कराया जाता है। Her parents wants her to follow all the code of conduct, all the ways of discipline, and they are doing so that their child may be well mannered, child may be obedient. But while they do so, they forget that she is a child, she is a teenager, and so should be allowed some freedom too. The poet has drawn our attention that parental care is very essential and we should be very, very careful while we deal with the teenagers, because this is a very sensitive age, and in this sensitive age we should not drive our children. We should understand their emotions, their feelings, and that is the explanation of the poem. I hope you have understand the poem, and if you like it, please before starting the video, turn over the pages of the book and read line by line to understand the poem. And if you like it, please like the video and subscribe it. Thank you very much.